bill. Today, the Senate voted 50-49 in favor of lifting a 20-year mining ban near the Boundary Waters. This vote comes as Twin Metals continues to look to build an underground copper-nickel mine near Ely. The idea of jobs versus the preservation of nature. Here's Heidi.
This is Birch Lake near Ely, Minnesota, located in Superior National Forest and at the center of the Senate's vote that lifts a mining ban near the Boundary Waters.
I feel like it's a pretty dark day for Minnesota. Feels like another attack on Minnesota by this administration, frankly.
Sean Leary is the co-owner of North Wilderness Resort on the shores of Birch Lake. Twin Metals, a subsidiary of a Chilean mining conglomerate, wants to build a copper sulfide mine next to the lake.
I'm not anti-mining, but if anyone knows anything, and I'm an environmental scientist as well, copper nickel mining has a 100% track record of polluting the environment. So if anyone, consider this your invitation to come up to Birch Lake and check out this ecosystem and think, is this a place where we ought to have copper nickel mining? And make your decision. It'll make your decision quite easy when you see the landscape and the beauty of the area.
The project that we're talking about is off the shore of Birch Lake, which flows directly into the Boundary Waters. It's a day's paddle.
Matthew Schultz with Sportsmen for the Boundary Waters joined others who say the mine would pollute the wilderness for generations to come.
Our wild rice, and is means so much to us as Anishinaabe people.
All 6 bands of the Minnesota Chippewa tribe unanimously opposed lifting the ban, saying protecting the lands and waters is central to their treaties. But Better in Our Backyard calls it a win for northeastern Minnesota.
There's cities like Ely, Minnesota and Babbitt that have experienced population drops in excess of 30% in the last 40 years, while the rest of the state of Minnesota has grown by 25%.
Executive Director Ryan Sisted says the project would create over 750 permanent jobs and more than 1,500 spin-off jobs.
And each one of those jobs on average pay in excess of over $90,000 a year. And you look at some of these rural communities, not just on the Iron Range, but just in northern Minnesota in general, that type of wage can go a long way.
Representative Pete Stauber responded to the news, saying, quote, "Mining is our past, our present, and our future, and the future looks bright."
We are not done fighting. We will continue our important job of protecting the Boundary Waters for this generation and for generations to come. And now that fight will take on new forms.
So what's next? Twin Metals would still need state and federal permits and could face court challenges. Twin Metals told us any proposed project in the region must undergo a years-long multi-agency regulatory review before earning permits to begin construction of a mine, and that they must prove they can meet the environmental standards, Jana.
Yeah, simply stated, there are a lot of hoops that a mine would have to go through to get built. We're not going to see shovels in the ground for years, maybe decades.
Yeah, that's correct. And a lot of people I spoke to did stress that like you said, you're not going to see construction starting as early as tomorrow. And a lot of opponents said that this fight will now go to the state level.
All right, Heidi, thanks so much.